Hey, good evening, folks. Welcome to another installment of FlipTrax Radio at Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. Coming to you live, Tony Walker behind the board. Our special guest tonight, Kenny Forgione. Hey, Ken.
Hey, Tommy.
Good to see you here.
What the heck's going on?
He's a friend of everyone here on Long Island, as everyone knows. Founding member of Wondrous Stories. And all-around good guy with a lot of stories to tell. So we're going to have some fun this evening. Right, Tony?
Absolutely.
We got Sue Turner in the background for comedy relief. She's going to laugh and make us feel comfortable.
And she's the peanut gallery tonight.
Yes, she
Am
is.
I actually on the screen? Oh.
Look at us.
Yeah.
See that?
Oh, my goodness.
That's on a little bit of a delay up there, but it's
Yeah,
there.
well, that's
You
how it
see?
is in Radio Land. That's right. In
right.
case we say something really bad or off key, we can get rid
I
of it.
just told him a minute ago, I don't know why, but I'm really nervous. I'm really nervous. No,
So
I'm not.
to add to our nerves, feel free to call in and ask us questions and comment and heckle, whatever you're going to do.
The
That
phone
would be
number is
fun.
right above Kenny's head.
Just like a Wondrous
Yes,
Story.
the phone number is right above Kenny's head, as you can see it there, 516-465-3990, and that's our number. We only wear the headphones when you call in, so if you want to see us wear these really outdated and lice-ridden headphones, you can call us.
I hope somebody calls in because I like the spur of the moment things.
Right.
That's the way a Wondrous Story set works.
Yeah.
Like we don't come in knowing what we're gonna play. Most bands come in with a set list. Okay, guys, this is what we're playing. And if we ever do that, it always changes anyway.
Yeah.
So
Well, you have to have a lot of songs under the belt, and you have to know them well enough to not feel...
yeah.
Yeah, you gotta go and-
Not that there's never been a train wreck, but that's okay.
Even that's spontaneous. People like train wrecks. It shows that we're human,
Yeah,
Because you guys are so impeccable sometimes. It's like they got to make a mistake sooner or later.
we make mistakes. Yeah, and
You hear them, but nobody else does.
Yeah, but I don't have a good poker face. Like, no, I
You
don't.
gotta tell.
Because the guys go like when I hear something, I go, and most of the time it's me making the mistake.
Sometimes in the Bangladesh productions, I could see you turn and look back at 20 musicians, like, who just did it? Who was the one who made that mistake? You can't really tell. But... So it looks like you're going to get your sunblock on. You're going down to Florida? Is that what I'm
I
hearing?
am. I'm going to Florida. It's really cool. Our friend Ira Maltz from Long Island permanently moved down to Florida. I mean, he's up here a lot still, but he is part owners of the Funky Biscuit in Boca Raton, a fantastic area of Florida. It really is a nice place.
Oh, the New York transplants.
Yeah, it's just it's 20 minutes north of Fort Lauderdale, which Fort Lauderdale is awesome.
Yeah.
We sold out the place, and we're playing it Thursday night, March 7th.
Oh.
For all you Floridians down there, there are some standing room seats, but we sold out all the seats, about 180, I think there are, seats.
Wow.
We sold them out in like less than a half of a day.
That's amazing.
It was.
So, like, a lot of the people there know you guys from here,
They do.
obviously.
There's a lot of New York
Now, what about people
that-
from Long Island? Anybody taking the road trip with you?
Yeah, there's about a dozen.
Really?
Not with me, but they're coming down. Two of my brothers, my cousins, some of them just moved down there. They all bought a table, and they're, so they'll be heckling me down there.
Now you're going to try to, do more than one show when you're down there, or are you just going to enjoy a little time off in between?
No, in fact, it's just one show because that's all they had for us at the time. And I said, I don't want to go another winter without playing down Florida. Even though we played down Florida last winter, we played with Broadway singers.
Oh.
We've been doing that here and there, playing music with Broadway singers, and somebody's making some noise.
It's like
over
Frankenstein's coming through. Is it? Me like camera.
We played there last year with Broadway people, but I just want to do a Wondrous Story show because every time we go down there, we see some pretty decent bands, but there's nobody doing kind of like what we do.
Now you got the core members. Tommy's going down.
Tommy,
and Mark.
Tommy Williams, Kevin McCann, Ricky Martinez, Mark Bonder, and myself.
Great.
And
That's the original band, right? Or
yeah,
the most
that's what
working
you call
band.
the core five.
Core five,
You
yeah.
know, we've had other members through the years,
Mhm.
and Wondrous Stories is lucky because we get to do shows with other good bands sometimes, and this is going to be the first time coming up in May that we play with a real good band. It's going to be Wondrous Stories and Half Step. Wow.
That was a real good professional bridge you just made there.
You
just
like that?
walked over into a new topic. Yeah, that's
Well-
right. We're going to do our first double bill together. That's going to be great. Well, if you want to include the Woodstock festivals that Rich Rifkin used to put
That's
on.
true.
But that was a little different.
There was like 5 bands though, the Grateful Dead always closed out them Woodstocky things, and the Who, which was us doing the Who,
Right.
was always right next. We were right next to you, and then you
Yep.
guys would go on,
Yep.
and it was always really cool.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. The band is psyched to do it. And it's going to be the 55th anniversary of the Who's Tommy. Is it to the day?
It is
Wow.
May 17th is the date. Friday, May 17th at the Space at Westbury. Tickets are going to go on sale. Tom did all the graphics. Tom did all the graphics for the. That's going to be the advertisements for the show. But May 17th, 2024, and exactly 50 years to the day, Tommy was released.
55.
May 55 years. Wondrous Stories plays Tommy in its entirety every 5 years. The 35th anniversary, 20 years ago, we played it at B.B. King's.
Wow. 20 years ago?
Actually, we did it in 99 too. We did the 30th anniversary at the old downtown. Remember the
Right.
old downtown?
Cruxley's Ale House one or the one?
Yeah, the one up by there, but there was like they redid it. It was before they even redid it, and they had like
okay. I remember
national
they
acts
did.
there.
Yep.
We did Tommy there in 1999. That was the 30th anniversary. That was the first time we ever did Tommy. And then in the 35th anniversary, 2004, we did it at BB King's. In 2009 was the 40th. We put Tommy Turns 40. That was the name of that one. We did it at BB King's. Then we did Tommy Turns 45 at BB King's in Manhattan. Then BB King's closed down.
Yeah.
But we did Tommy Turns 50 5 years ago. And that was the last time we played
Where
that.
was that one at? KJ Farrell? No, it would have been a bigger place.
Yeah, it was a bigger place. I think we did it at Five Towns College. Oh,
okay.
But the 45-year one, 10 years ago, Maverick Williams, Tommy Williams' son, played the young Tommy. And Ed Ryan is in the show, and he was Cousin Kevin, the real mean guy.
Yep.
That was good for him.
Well,
that part.
Ed will also be at this one coming up along with Tom Bowes.
That's right.
So is Tom Bowes' cousin Kevin? No, he's Uncle Ernie?
He's Uncle Ernie.
He's Uncle Ernie.
He's Uncle Ernie. I got 2 really good singers coming in too, to do like the evil parts
Right.
in the show. But Mav Williams, I remember sitting there. He was like this. He played a great.
He's
great
a
straight
phenomenal
man.
kid.
He's a phenomenal musician.
Yeah, talented. He's singing Mozart and
He just did a rock opera, and he is playing all the instruments on it.
wow.
He wrote the rock opera, and I heard it's really good. I haven't heard it
Wow.
yet, but
The apple don't fall far, that's for sure.
no. And he's playing every instrument on it, and he's 17.
Yeah.
Or did he turn 18? I'm not sure if he
Not
turned
sure.
18 yet, but
I just remember him growing up throughout all the years of the Bangladesh shows. Who was he, like 5 or 6 for the first one? And with the High Line?
he was
remember him?
really young.
Remember him, like they sent him a little tux? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's a good little kid, man.
Yeah.
He's still a kid, really, but now he's got long hair, and
Yeah.
he came and sang "Comfortably Numb" with us recently on stage. And then one day he asked us, "Can I play The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway on drums?" And he gets up there and he's rocking it.
kidding, wow.
He's rocking it on drums. I'm like, oh my God, this kid is talented.
Yeah, he started young and he had it in the house his whole life, you know.
So now it's the 55th anniversary of Tommy. Exactly on the day. I doubt the Grateful Dead albums are exactly on that day. But
You know, I got to check when they released Oxo Moxo and
Live Dead.
because that's
But
what we'll be doing.
But they're both 1969. So
Mm-hmm.
it's close enough.
Yeah,
You know.
and the Who and the Grateful Dead were known to play shows together in their own real history, so it's kind of cool.
I think it was 1976 they played a big show or
yeah,
something.
so in 3 years we got a big or 2 more years. We're going to do we'll recreate that one.
You know,
The Day in the Green. It
let's,
was.
let's figure out the set list they did.
Yeah,
and maybe
do
we
that
can
whole
do
thing.
it.
It was in Oakland Stadium. I forget the.
And isn't there something where Townsend sat in with them for a bunch of songs? Like I want to say the early '80s.
81, they played at the Rock Palace in Germany together.
Right, Rock Palace.
And Townsend came out to sit in with the Dead, and in true fashion, he's out there ready to be like, and they go to off ramp. Old man down. And there's Townsend bouncing behind him like he's smoking bus. He's just kind of like, fuck it. He puts the guitar. And he finally you see him just kind of like trail off in the air. Yeah, I mean, nothing like accommodating a guest. Like, do Johnny be good or something.
Right,
where he can, like, but Jerry didn't even turn around.
That's hilarious.
And I can only imagine that they were like getting the drugs from him when they were there, like Townsend's all hook up while we're down there.
Well,
Just to speculate.
I read Townsend's book, Who I Am.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
He was, he's not doing drugs anymore, but he was doing drugs.
Yeah.
And he was wacky, and he admits it. And the first major tour they went on, they were the opening act for Herman's Hermits, And,
Traumatizing the children, just like Hendrix with the monkeys.
well, there's
Exactly.
a kind of hush all over the world tonight. All over the world, you can hear the sound of lovers in love. And Townsend was like, "What is this crap?" No, but actually, he said he was very happy to be on tour with Herman's Hermits.
That had to be like 66, 67?
I think it was 67. He said it was 67. Like they were playing and they were getting popular because they were smashing their equipment. But but they became a lot bigger in 67 because they had hit with I Can See for Miles.
Oh, the Hoosier.
Yeah.
Talks about Hermits. What they have, Mrs. Brown, you've got a lovely daughter.
Henry VIII, I am.
He mentions that in the book, Pete Townsend.
Yeah.
And he goes, I don't even know if I should say this online, but he said that Herman, well, I won't mention his real name, people out there know it, they said he was no angel. He was with Mrs. Brown and her daughter in one of the dressing rooms.
Oh. So he wrote that song? It's like autobiographical?
I don't know. I don't think
I think Jimmy Page played guitar on.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I think one of his sessions was the other one you mentioned. What was the other one?
Henry VIII?
Henry, I think he played on that one too.
Oh, Henry VIII. I don't think he's on Mrs. Brown. Cause,
It might have been the Henry VIII song.
yeah.
But that has a muffled guitar.
Well, and isn't he on Can't Explain? Jimmy Page? Doesn't he play
he
on
might
I
be
Can't
on-
Explain? I thought he doubled Townsend's guitar on that, no?
I think I remember hearing that.
Yeah.
reading
He
Yeah.
played with everybody back then, but...
He
I
played
could've
on a
sworn.
lot of stuff. I know that.
Yeah.
I don't know everything. That's for sure.
I thought that's why you brought him here.
that. That's what he told me. I'm learning now it's not true. I don't know.
Here's a funny story that you may not remember, but I remember.
Okay.
The first time I ever met Tom Sanfilippo. It was about 1995 or 1996. He was running an open mic at Laura D's.
Oh, yeah. In Levittown.
Would that be about the time?
Yeah, it was definitely 96, 95, 96. Yeah.
Yeah, it was right about there. I know that. And I didn't know who you were. And I was like, I was talking to somebody in the audience. I had my guitar ready and I was going to play a song or two. And they go, "What do you play?" And I go, "I don't know. The Beatles, The Who." I was mentioning stuff that I knew. Why don't you play a Who song? So I said, okay. I always look for an excuse to play something. So somebody in the audience gave me the excuse. Anyway, I go up. He doesn't know me at all. And I go, "I'm going to play a Who song." He goes, "All right." And so I start playing it. And it's We're Not Gonna Take It. It's the last song on Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
And he starts playing along. And I'm like, oh, this guy's good.
Should we do that now? Let's do that.
We could. I don't know how my voice is. I went to this burger place in East Meadow, and I drank a really lousy shake. I don't think vanilla shakes are good for the voice. Yeah. But then
well, nobody's gonna care.
it goes. Welcome to the Cap. I guess you all know why we're here. His name is Tommy. I became aware this year. If you want to follow me, you've got to play pinball. So put on your earplugs, put on your eye shades, you know where to put the cork. Hey, you getting drunk? So sorry, I've got you sussed. Hey, you smoking Mother Nature? Let's see your bust. Hey, hung up old Mr. Normal, don't try to gain my trust, 'cause you ain't gonna follow me any of those ways, although you think you must. We're not gonna take it, never did and never will. We're not gonna take it, gonna break it, gonna shake it, let's forget it, better still. Now you can't hear me, your ears are truly sealed. You can't speak neither, your mouth is filled. You can't see nothing, and pinball completes the scene. Here comes Uncle Ernie to guide you to your very own machine. We're not gonna take it. 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 Never did and never will. Don't want your religion, and as far as we can tell, we're not gonna take you. Never did and never will. We're not gonna take you. We forsake you. Gonna rape you. Let's forget you. Better still. Woo! Windmill. We forsake you, gonna rape you, let's forget you, better still. Wow!
Nice segue. CC costs a lot to win, and even more to lose. You and me better spend some time just wondering what to choose. It goes to show you don't ever know. Watch each card you play and play it slow, and wait till that deal come round. Well, don't you let that deal go down, no, no. I've been gambling here about 10 good solid years. If I told you about all that went down, it would burn off your pretty little ears. It goes to show you don't ever know what each card you play and play it slow. And wait till that deal come round. But don't you let that deal go down, oh no. Since you poured the wine for me and tightened up my shoes, I hate to leave you sitting there composing lonesome blues. It goes to show you don't ever know. Watch each card you play and play it slow, and wait till that deal come round. Don't you let that deal go down, no, no. Since it costs a lot to win and even more to lose,
Inflation, baby.
you and me better spend some time just wondering what to choose.
Oh, I'm wondering.
It goes to show you don't ever know. Watch each card you play and play it slow, and wait till that deal come round. Well, don't you let that deal go down. Wait till that deal come round. Well, don't you let that deal go down. Wait till that deal come round. Well, don't you let that deal go down. Wait till that deal come round. Well, don't you let that deal go down. No, no.
Good segue. I like that. I like that. And I happen to like that Dead song too. I like a lot of Dead songs. When, you know, in the 70s, I really flipped out on like early Genesis and Yes and Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Well, I got to see one of my first real concerts at the Fillmore East.
Oh,
Yeah.
lucky you.
Yeah, and you know, and the Dead were an afterthought. I mean, I had a couple of Deadhead friends, but they didn't get me until, like, I was like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, I saw them in like '73, I think it was, or '74 at in Philadelphia. I went with some people, and they were so stoned that they were really, really, and they were like, ugh. And I was like, and you know, it's not like I was an angel about getting stoned or anything like that, but they were like, they couldn't play very well that one night. And then a couple of years later, I went with some friends again, and they were freaking great. And I started to learn some of their songs, and then I appreciated how good they were when I started learning songs like Uncle John's Band and stuff like that, like the harmonies and everything in it.
Yeah, they crafted very well. I mean, lyrically, they're depth to the lyrics, and the chords aren't just for beginners.
It's like once I got into them, then I was into Yes and Genesis and Emerson, Lake and Palmer, and then I saw the really stone out show where, and they were so slow.
But I got to say, Kenny, look it up on the archive now and listen to that show you were at. You'll probably be blown away because it was like, that's how I would see Jerry and go, oh, he sucked tonight. And then years later, I listened to the tape and be like, wow.
He was really
It
good.
was me. I was the one who was
It was
off.
at RFK Stadium. It was either 74 or 70.
Oh, so it was
might
out,
have been
outdoor.
70.
Was that with the
It
Allman
was out-
Brothers? Was that the year they played
No,
with?
no, it was not with the Allman Brothers. It was not.
So you must have saw the Wall of Sound, the big PA behind them with all the speakers.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, something like that. I think so.
Mm-hmm.
But they were really stoned, though. I mean, I'm not mistaken about that.
All right.
They might have played better than I thought. But
I'd be curious to see
I
what it sounds
wasn't
like tonight.
into it at the time, though. It was definitely in the summer. It was, I think it was 74. I think it was 74.
So what was the show? Not to cut you off, but what was the show? The Fillmore you saw?
Oh, it was 19.
You can't glaze over that and not say what you saw.
No, it was cool. That was 71 or 72. I can't remember now. And it was a band called Curved Air, which I heard they were pretty popular at the time. I looked them up recently. I remember they played. And then it was Edgar Winter, who was really good. And I didn't know him back then. It was like 71. It was either 71 or 72.
I think they closed in 71, so it had to be.
No,
71.
they closed in 72.
Maybe the one in California closed earlier.
Yeah, maybe. No, they definitely closed in 72. But then it was Emerson, Lake and Palmer, and he was throwing knives at the friggin' the speakers and everything. It's funny though. I was at the Fillmore East before it was the Fillmore East. You probably know. You knew my Uncle Joey.
Oh yeah, Joey.
My Uncle Joe from the
Soul
Soul
Survivors.
Survivors had a big hit in 1967, Expressway to Your Heart. Everybody makes that. Yeah.
Sorry.
If I played that, then I'd do it in E because I don't feel like screaming. But anyway, in 1967, they had the hit. It went to like number one like November 1st of 1967 or something. On December 1st, 1967, because I looked up the date because I knew I was there. I was only 11 years old. My grandmother and my grandfather took me and my two older brothers. I'm one of 7 brothers. I was lucky they took me, and like I was looking around, there was these hippies with long hair, and I'm like, "Hey, my uncle's in that next band." And they're like, "Very nice, little boy, very nice." I saw they were humoring me or something, but whatever. I was just really excited to see my uncle.
Yeah.
Now check out this bill, right? It was the Fillmore East before it was the Fillmore East.
Was it the Village Gate? It wasn't the Village Gate, but it was
the Village Theater.
Theater.
Very good. You know your history.
Yeah.
It was the Village Theater, and first band came on. I didn't know them at all. In fact, I didn't really like them either. But I was 11 years old. It was Canned Heat.
Oh man.
Then so I was just really waiting for my uncle to come on stage, and then the next guy comes on, and he finishes, and they're cheering like crazy. And I thought they were cheering because I knew my uncle's band was going on third, but they weren't. That was an encore for Richie Havens.
Oh wow.
It was Richie Havens. So it was Richie Havens. Then my uncle's band come on. I'm jumping all around. I'm telling everybody, that's my uncle up there. I swear, I'm pretty sure I was doing that because I was so proud of my uncle.
Yeah,
And
he was great.
All the kids in our neighborhood, they were like, I heard your uncle's song. Yeah. I said, yeah, like 10 times. They used to play it like every, the number one hit. They'd say, play it again, and they'd play it like 2 times in a row in
WABC.
Yeah, they'd do it like double play, and they'd play it
wow.
the number one song. They'd do it like 2 times. So I was so like crazy about it. But anyway, they played and they finished. Then the next band comes on, and after about 2 or 3 songs, all I remembered is that they were really loud, and my grandmother and grandfather said, "We gotta go backstage. I'm gonna take you backstage. Your uncle told me to give him a couple of minutes to settle down after the show, and now it's time." So I guess I saw about 3 songs. I walked out on the cream.
Holy
I walked in. I didn't know who they were.
man.
I didn't know who they were, but I saw them, and they were loud.
Wow.
So I can actually say I saw the Cream in December 1st, 1967.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
It really is.
I wonder if there's got to be recordings out there of.
I don't know if there's recordings, but
Did Joey
but it's
record his shows back in the day? I mean, I guess it wasn't necessarily
No.
like reel to reels. It wasn't like.
No, Joey didn't record. He
I
was
remember him
busy.
telling me a story that they were playing with the Beach Boys once. And
Joey told you?
Yeah, Joey told me. He said he was on the wings of the stage watching them, and they had tape machines going. They were tracking. They were double tracking their voices, and according to him, he said they had like like a whole like pay no attention to the man behind the curtain type of
Really?
thing, and the Beach Boys were running tapes.
Well, when they did songs like "Good Vibrations,"
I gotta imagine it had some kind of help.
man, you know, you need all the vocal help you can get. You know, I didn't know they did that, and my uncle was on tour with like a lot of cool people. I have a poster with him on tour with the Box Tops.
Wow.
You know, The Letter and
Yep.
Cry Like a Baby.
I love Big Star.
What was that?
Big Star, Alex Chilton's band after them.
Right.
Great band.
I don't know anything about that band.
Yeah, well, they had the one hit like hanging out down the street. You know, the one from the '70s show.
Oh yeah,
That was Big Star, and they had a few other hits, but they were never hits really. But they were like one of those bands that were critically acclaimed by the industry,
right.
but never really made it big. And
Okay.
look them up.
A lot of bands
Had
did
2
that.
albums.
Like the Pretty Things. Do you know about the Pretty
Yeah,
Things?
Remember?
You know about them? Okay.
They were like a glam band, type of, like the Babies, kind of.
I don't
Neil
think they were
Dolls,
glam, but they were like pretty melodic and
Hmm.
but rocky at the same time. You know, rock and.
So here's a little tidbit. Did you ever hear Jerry Garcia's version of Expressway to Your Heart?
I did.
It's instrumental. I mean, it's
I
just-
did hear it. I did hear it, and you know, in fact, when I ever mentioned that to a Deadhead, they go, "Oh, Dead did that," you know. And
I wonder what Uncle Joe thought of that, if he even knew about it.
I think so. One thing that I do know is also that, because I heard it from a lot of people, especially when it happened, Bruce Springsteen did it in concert.
I was there.
You were there?
The Nassau Coliseum in 2009. I remember that because I was just thinking as you guys were talking about it.
That's funny.
Yep,
you were
Nassau
there.
Coliseum because he was taking 2 requests, whatever that tour was. He was taking 2 requests per concert from the audience. They would throw the signs up at the stage. He'd have a pile of signs on the stage, and he would actually stand there in the middle of the show just going through them. And he picked that one up. You know what? I bet you it's on YouTube. I'm going to look right now while you guys are talking.
Unbelievable.
So, and who else? Billy Joel did it once in concert too, and everybody that was at the show, I started getting like text messages and everything.
Well, I'm
Billy
sure they did
Joel
a lot
it.
of shows together when he was in the Hassles, right? Because you had the Illusion, you had the Vagrants, you had the Soul Survivors and the Hassles. They were all kind of mixed in that whole scene.
Yeah, he was with the Vanilla Fudge and the Young
Fudge,
Rascals were part of that whole scene too.
Right.
Except that the Rascals and the Fudge made it bigger than the Hassles.
Right. And they like learned from the Vagrants. I remember when.
And the Vagrants. The Vagrants.
Because
were
Joey
friends.
and I played with Peter Sabatino when we
the lead singer
redid
of
the Vagrants.
Vagrants.
And
Yeah.
I remember one time we were rehearsing over at Lyric Studios and
You know who else was in the Vagrants, right?
Leslie West, of course.
Yeah, Leslie West.
And
Moogie
his
Klingman.
his brother Larry.
I think Moogie Klingman was in it too.
Well, it was Jerry Storch on keyboard, and
Okay.
What was his name? Roger was the drummer. I forget his last name. But anyway, Carmine and Tim Bogart come walking into our session because they were rehearsing next door,
Wow.
and they both got on their knees and started bowing down to Peter. They're like, Peter, my God, like. We learned everything from you guys. We used to watch you guys at the Action House when you turned. They like smashed their instruments and they put like lighter fluid on the cymbals, and they would hit the
Really?
cymbals and the flames, and the place caught fire. They burnt the place down.
Oh God.
So then, because of that, they got brand new like Hammond organs.
Boy.
So I'm playing Springsteen underneath you guys right now.
How are you?
Yep.
You couldn't help yourself.
Springsteen doing Expressway?
Yeah.
You're kidding.
Soundboard.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, Nassau Coliseum.
So like they can hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if my daughter is watching. My daughter, knows all the history.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, my daughter's a Beatle freak too.
Oh, okay.
She's out in Arizona right now, and she's got her daughter, which is my granddaughter, just turned 2 years old.
Very nice.
But she likes all this musical stuff, In fact, she called me the other day to tell me that a cover version that she never heard before by a woman was on in this the department store that she was in,
Oh, that's cool.
and it was Expressway to Your Heart. Right.
That's interesting.
So yeah, so tell her to go on YouTube. Bruce Springsteen, it's there. That's where I just found it. So there you go.
You
Cool.
can find anything.
That's
there,
really
right?
cool. And they had the video of him doing it too.
There is video, but there's a soundboard audio.
Soundboard audio, so-
That's just there with like photos and stuff. But
And how did he do it? He probably did it great, right?
I'm a Bruce fan, so yeah. some of the best shows I've ever seen is Bruce.
Bruce
so
is amazing.
unbelievable show.
I only saw him once when he came out with Paul McCartney. So I've never seen him play his own
Oh,
show,
okay.
but the last time I saw McCartney, he came out.
Do you know, I always liked him. I liked him, and I said, yeah, he's good, he's good. In 1982, we were upstate New York, and my friend said, we got to go see him. He's playing at Saratoga, I think it was. And I said, you didn't have to twist my arm too hard to go to a concert.
Right.
I'm a concert guy. Mm-hmm. So we went there, and I was like, oh, my God. I became an instant, mega fan.
Same with me.
After I saw him live.
Yep.
That's what everybody says. His shows are really what
I had
converted
Ninth Row Center.
That's
His
what
first.
converted.
Yeah.
I was not that big of a fan.
Same
I liked
thing.
him.
I knew the greatest hits. Right, but
I saw him and I was like, "Oh my God!"
There's nothing.
He's the real deal.
There's nothing like seeing him in concert.
He's real deal, and still to this day.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's still amazing in the '70s.
Yep. Yeah, still doing 3-hour shows.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Him and McCartney, they're in that category of nothing stops them.
A friend of mine who lives, you might know him, Steve Bloom, the guy that does the videos and everything for the Bangladesh shows. He sent me. He lives in Florida in the winter, and he sent me the weather forecast for the whole week, and it's like 82 and sunny, and then
nice.
72 is like the low, and that's like perfect weather. Yeah. And when I was coming in, it was starting to rain, and I don't know if you felt that,
Bit.
And actually, I think it's supposed to pour tonight, and it's supposed to pour all week. Is that right, Tony? Did you?
Let's go to the weather. What do you say?
Well,
weatherman, Tony.
Well, before you get to the weather, let me just point out that Christy Baxter says hello. She's watching. It's right there. She's watching from.
Hi, Christy.
She's watching
Love
from
you.
Arizona.
Hi, Riley. Show Riley.
Let's see the weather right now here in Levittown. It's cloudy. It's 58.
It's a balmy 45.
Yes, 45. The high today was 58. It does not show any rain right now, but we do have rainy conditions tomorrow. Okay. Low 42, high 53. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you very much.
They say it's supposed to rain all week or something. Yeah. So I'll be missing
time for you to
that.
get out of here, right?
Raindrops keep falling on my head. That's just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed. Nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head. They keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun. I said I didn't like the way he got things done. Sleeping on the charm. Those raindrops are falling on my head. They keep falling. And there's one thing I know. The blues they send to meet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Raindrops are falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. You know who wrote that song, right?
Bacharach.
Raindrops are falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me.
I always think of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Yeah.
He's riding
I'm
around on
sorry.
a bicycle.
I'm weird. I go just. We're talking about the rain, so I
So
go
the raindrops
into
fell on your head.
Raindrops fell on and they were falling on my head when I walked in the door.
He was traumatized from the bad hamburger and the shake, and now it's
Yeah,
raining.
what's up with that? If anybody gets News 12, yesterday they made a big stink about this hamburger place in East Meadow. I went over there, Sue and I, right, Sue? Okay, they're the greatest.
The owner's a
burger,
big fan of the place.
They're the greatest burger I ever saw. No, all right, I won't mention the name of the place, but we went there, and I was like, okay, it was.
Maybe
close-
they were stoned
close
like
to
the Dead
McDonald's.
concert. They were just too stoned for the night.
I don't even know what time it is. I'm not sure. You know.
We got a little time here to hang and talk.
It's only.
It's 8:40.
So we've been on like 40 minutes.
Correct.
Military time. We got 20 minutes.
So
Oh,
I challenge somebody to call the number up there. Your phone, the phone will ring if somebody calls.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's chicken to call. Who's not a chicken out there?
Well, I got a story
Call
for
up
Kenny. He
this
probably
number.
won't even remember, but he was a caller in one of my shows. You called in because I was giving away a limited edition Bo Carino bobblehead. And I said, the first caller who calls in will get the bobblehead. And he calls in, and here's your bobblehead.
I never got it. I was going to say.
Well, there it is.
What is it?
It's it's a Bo's Bar. You know Bo from
Bo's Bar.
Bo Carino. He's
Oh.
got his own bobblehead. And,
Oh God!
when I had him in as a guest,
I have bobbleheads.
I know you do.
I have a
you called
collection
in.
of
You were bragging
bobbleheads.
about your bobbleheads. You said you had a Herman Munster. I believe was one of them.
I got Sherman and Peabody. Doesn't everybody?
It's gonna be a.
I got
collector's
It's
item
obviously in
someday.
good condition because it's
it's
tight in that box.
It's
Okay.
mint.
Well, let me see.
Limited edition.
And what's his name? Bo.
Bo Carino. He's got a bar in Green Lawn called Bo's Bar, and you'll recognize him when you see him.
Hey, Bo.
Hey, this Bo. Yeah, he speaks Bonese. He's got his own language. He's like, love you. He calls me the prophet. You're a prophet. That's Bo. That's my Bo impersonation.
He's got shaky head disease.
Yeah, it's total Bo. He plays air guitar when we play over there. It's great.
Is that right? That's why they got him playing air guitar.
I think he was wearing that shirt when he was in here.
He was definitely wearing the hat.
Well,
Yeah.
that's going up on my collection.
That's awesome.
So that's from your call from 2 years ago.
Oh, wow. You saved it for me. I
I
can't
did.
believe it.
I was saying, when are we going to give it to him? I'm not going to give it to him during the Bangladesh show because you'll lose it there. And, I haven't been to your house in a while. So next time I see him, and here we are.
And here we are. Wow.
So yeah, the calls haven't been coming in, but we did have a comment before. Somebody was looking for a Tom Petty tune.
Oh, is that Dottie?
No, it was. Oh, there it is. So this is a man named Jerry. He watches a lot of the shows here at Govs. He claims that he's a ghostwriter, and he's written songs for Tom Petty and George Harrison, amongst other people. So he said, if you play a Petty song,
He'll get a
I most
copyright?
likely ghost wrote it, and I'll tell you the backstory. So that, just throwing that out there.
Wow.
In fact, he's even saying that Uncle Ernie, Keith Moon, inspired the album title Full Moon Fever of Tom Petty.
It's alright if you love me. It's alright if you don't. I'm not afraid of you running away, dog. I get the feeling you won't. No use in pretending. Your eyes give it away. Something inside me is feeling like I do. We said all there is to say. Oh, baby, break down. Go ahead and give it to me. Break down, won't you take me through the light? Oh, break down. Ooh, it's alright. It's alright. My sister got lucky, married a yuppie, took him for all he was worth. bread in the oven. I don't know which one is worse, but not me, baby. I got you to save me. You're so mad, best thing I ever had in a world gone mad. You're so bad. All right, any backstories?
He's like, I wrote them.
He actually, I swear to you, he just wrote that.
Okay.
He said, yes, this one I wrote. They're talking about You're So Bad.
You're so bad.
That's what he says.
Now he's suing us for such a bad rendition of it.
Hey, I did drink some vanilla shake beforehand, and I am a little crusty over here.
It could be true. I'm not going to deny
Yeah, you
that
never
there might
know,
be a
right?
ghost
Yeah, you
rider there. After all, Bernard Purdie played the drums on all the Beatle albums.
That's right.
Did you hear that one?
That was a pretty good one.
It was almost like that scene in the Ruddles, like, I invented the Ruddles. They came here.
He's lying.
Ruddling orange
He's
peel.
lying.
Every time there's a documentary,
Every
he
time
claims the Ruddle
he
stuff.
says he started it. He said he started the Beatles. He started the Rolling Stone, Little Richard.
And the Everett Brothers.
And he's lying.
I did. He's like, I did.
I did. Oh, if you didn't
Actually,
see the Ruddles.
Just
Oh,
recently, I was on an Ed Ryan gig and Steve Holly was playing, and that came up, and he had some insight about what that was all about. He said that, like, America had the 8-track before England, so they had the Beatle Masters. Capitol had the 4-track Masters, and they brought him into the studio, and Bernard was around, and they had him play along, but he didn't record, and they didn't capture any of it and release any of it. But they figured, what would it sound like with like an American drummer on this music? So I guess they might have been able to, isolate the way they mixed back then. Maybe they have him just play along. But in his memory, he's like, yeah, I played on all those Beatle albums.
Yeah, they say it's not true. But is he like, I don't even know. Is he on, like, it's him on like a certain track though? On any of them?
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Supposedly
he played
one
along
he
to
is
them.
on.
But
He's somewhere. That's
Really?
what I heard, but I
never
don't
heard
know. That's why I'm asking you guys. You're saying no?
according to
Not
like
that I know
the
of.
story I heard, and Steve Holly, he's a sweetheart of a guy.
Yeah,
But he's a
great.
low
Love him.
talker. So he'll tell you, yeah, well, one night me and Keith Moon and we're hanging out. You're like trying so hard to hear him, like, because don't repeat this. You can't repeat this. But yeah, he was telling the story over, trying to hear it. And hey, we getting a call?
We are getting a call.
Okay.
Got to put those earphones on.
Mr. Nice
to
Guy.
hear them. Yep. Are you ready? Here we
I
go.
got this is mine over here?
Yep.
Okay.
Hello, caller. You're on the air.
Yeah, hi, how you doing? I just wanted to say to Tom that his friend, Dottie Dean, just walked out because she heard a Tom Petty song.
I was just thinking about that. She probably turned off the TV and walked out.
Oh, Tom Petty hater.
I have a fan that hates Tom Petty
maybe
so
JJ
badly.
has a tape of that Cream show.
Who?
Maybe JJ has a tape of that Cream show that Ford Jones said he walked out on.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, John Hance was a big trader and recorder. He might have it.
I walked out because Eric Clapton wasn't good enough for me at 11 years
At
old.
11 years old, he wasn't anything to shake.
All right, dude, I'll see you soon, man.
All right, thank you.
That's
Bye-bye,
it?
Bob.
Okay.
Peace out.
All right. Yeah, no, I won't elaborate, but this woman hates Tom Petty so much that if I'm playing it, she will walk out of the bar until it's over.
Wow.
Oh, yeah? Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
Take it easy, baby.
Right?
Make it last all
Look
night.
at this all night. And
I-
she's an American girl, too.
There's a comment I've been told to tell Kenny that Joey Snopes is watching. And Christy says Riley is loving this. She keeps saying Pappy plays guitar rock star.
Ooh, that's my granddaughter, my 2-year-old
Very nice.
rock star. Well, I don't like to brag or anything.
And then Trinka says Tom's got to come back to Halleckville and tell Kenny hi, Sue from Steven and Trinka.
Hi,
ever been to
Stephen
Halleckville?
Trinka. I know them.
Where's
I love
Halleckville?
them. They're out by like Peconic Bay out there. They live out east, by the wineries and everything there. They're probably constantly drunk all the time on wine. No, they're probably not actually, but maybe I don't know.
It's family hour.
I wouldn't hold it against you. That's cool. We got a call. We got some comments.
I'll look into that. He might have a recording of it, like he said. But,
Really? So your guy like has? Wow, that would be amazing if he had my uncle's band like on that.
that would be.
Oh my God,
I'll have to ask him.
that would be unreal. That
But it was pre-cassette days. So
it was
somebody-
1967. I mean, it was the end of 1967.
I guess cassettes were out, but they weren't like hugely popular.
No, it was probably be on reel to reel if they did it.
I would think so.
Huh.
Things to ponder.
What? I would love. Oh, we got another one.
And this is the
Another
woman. How
call.
dare you talk about me on the air?
Okay.
You're right. I don't love Tom Petty.
You're on the air.
Hi, how you doing? I just called up with a big Wondrous Stories fan. I just wanted to talk to the guys. But you mentioned the blues. He's into the blues. I do a blues show on Tuesday night at WUSB, and I just wanted to mention it.
WUSB, you do a blues show, and you're a big Wondrous Stories fans. I know because we're
Yeah.
like the
Stony
most
Brook Radio.
famous blues band on the island. No, we're really not actually, but we love the blues. We love anything that's good. Tom plays more blues than I do.
When is your show on, sir? At a certain night?
7 to 9 p.m.
Oh, very cool.
On what day of the week is that?
Tuesday. It's every other week, like you guys.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm no stranger to USB. I know Mark Green over there, and
Oh, yeah, right.
There's a girl over there too.
yeah,
And Mark Klein over
Mark
there, too.
Klein's.
Yep.
Yeah. He's the Blues Warehouse guy over there.
Yep.
Yeah, Mark Klein, yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for calling and letting us know, letting the fans know.
Well, you know I'm gonna have to tune in now.
Tuesday. Every other week, like you guys.
What's your name again?
Bill Darling.
Bill Darling. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sweetheart.
I'm the darling of the WSB Airwaves.
You're the darling of the airways. Okay. I like that. You know, it definitely fits. All
All
right.
right, very cool. Awesome. Thanks for calling in and letting us know.
Thank
You
you.
got competition,
Okay.
Tony.
Yeah.
All right, man. Talk to you soon.
Goodbye.
Take care.
All right. Wow, the calls
Another
are
one.
coming in here.
Oh, the calls are coming in.
You're on the air.
Hey, how you doing? I'm just want to say hi to Kenny Forgione.
I
known
know
him
who
for
this
over
is. I know who this. I know your voice.
His brother?
I lived with you for 2 years in
Pappy.
Fresh Meadows. Yes, I know his voice anyway. You haven't changed in all the from 1983.
83, 84.
Yeah, 83 and 84. I lived with this guy with my right before I got married in a house in Fresh Meadows. His
Fresh
name
Meadows. Yes, and we actually lived together when you were married for a little bit, too.
For a short time, yes.
Yep.
And then
I just want to say Kenny's one of the nicest guys I've ever known.
oh,
I've known him for 50 years. He's a sweetheart of a guy, and I just wish him all the best.
He's
Wow.
another darling. Yeah, you got a lot of fans here,
he
Ken.
says I'm a nice guy. Yeah, okay. Well, you
He's still
wanna,
trying to shake that image.
You want to talk to my wife and tell her that?
Oh, she knows. No problem.
His name is Ray Scrivola, by the way, and he has
Yes, and
he has a wife called Trini, and we just talked to her, Trini.
Did we?
Trina. No, Trinka.
Trinka.
Trinka, right, okay.
yes, we both say hello, and we both wish Kenny and Sue nothing but the best. And you too, Tom.
Oh, well, thank you. Nice to meet you, Ray.
Hey, come to our show. Me and Tom are doing, we're playing Tommy, and they're playing 2 Grateful Dead albums, May 17th at the Space.
You know, Ken, whenever I could make it, I always make it. You know, whenever I can do it, the best shows.
It's
Definitely the best
it's
show.
usually your bowling night, though, when we play. I know.
That's my badminton night.
Badminton. Very good. Me and Ray used to drink a lot of beer and watch the Three Stooges on VHS tape.
He's relapsing into a curly
Oh,
spiral.
white guy, eh?
Oh, wise guy. He says. I'm sure you remember those days.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Coming home drunk already and having Kenny, hey, let's have a couple more beers. All right.
Hey,
Kenny.
There
That's not like you.
was no limit to the partying that we were doing back then.
The good old days when you can handle it.
You ain't kidding.
Yes. Now
Ray.
forget it. I'm in bed by 10.
I knew it was you, Ray. I heard your voice, and I haven't even talked to you in a year or something.
Yeah, and I've been watching the thing, and you're like, I dare somebody to call. I'm like, you know what? What the hell? I'm going to do it.
I'm glad you did. I really am.
Me too. Ken,
Okay.
lots of luck, brother.
Hey, take care, man. We'll talk to you.
You too. Love you.
Love you too.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Hey, bye-bye.
Wow. Hey, is anybody else going to dare to call one more time? That was cool.
Yeah, we
I
got
like
a little hotline there going for a bit. Our claims to fame is our friends from the past.
I got all the 85-year-old fans wrapped around my finger.
I remember when you used to drink more than one beer.
Remember when we used to have teeth? Remember that? But anyway, hey, listen, you know what? None of us, especially in our group of musician friends and the music we're playing, we're not getting any younger, but you know what? We're still freaking rocking.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm going to
I got to say, the singing Beatles songs is more of a young man's game than the rest of the stuff I do. When I got to sing Beatles stuff, it's like, unless it's like a Harrison harmony.
It's not easy.
No.
And right now, nothing's easy for me to sing, it seems.
That's why I gravitated to the Dead, because like you said, they're usually stoned. They make mistakes. They're known to make mistakes, and the voices aren't really asking much.
But I noticed one thing, that when the Dead are really on the game, holy mackerel, they're freaking good. I love Phil Lesh. In fact, Phil Lesh's solo bands, I've always loved his solo bands.
He's playing right now. I actually turned down a ticket for tonight.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
Well, I feel honored, but I don't know. I don't know for that. Oh man, where is he
Well,
playing?
I mean,
the Capitol?
He's at the Capitol.
Oh man,
Yeah.
he's doing a run there or something.
Yeah, he's doing like 4 nights or 5 nights.
Is he playing tomorrow too?
I think so.
Oh, I can't go. I'm in Florida.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll cancel Florida. And that's a good idea.
I couldn't break Tony's heart again. I mean,
only
Puerto
been-
Rico, sick, laryngitis. It was only the last 2 months. It's been ridiculous.
It's only been a
I
year.
was there like once in the last 3 months or whatever. But like,
Hey, Tony's he's a funny guy.
yeah, he is a funny guy.
I try.
He makes you laugh like a clown. He's,
Like, do I amuse you?
yes,
like
you
a
do
clown?
it like a clown. Exactly.
Frank's a musician. I'm the.
we
In
get
fact,
old Paul again.
Frank wants to know. He says, "Ask Kenny when Wondrous Stories is getting back together." Is that an inside joke? That's an inside joke. All
I
right.
think we're on the
Who do we got
on
here
the
now?
phone again.
Hello, caller. You're on the air.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
It's Kenny. All right, I want to say hello to Kenny, big Wonder Story fan.
Okay.
Do you recognize his voice?
No, I don't recognize this one's voice.
Oh.
You don't recognize the voice, Kenny?
What?
City Field. Bobby.
Oh, Bobby Locke, man. Hey.
Yes.
This is
What's
who
up,
I-
dude?
Oh, you're talking about a music fan that likes all good kinds of music, and this is the guy. I mean, he
Oh, yeah.
used to make me like.
He's coming to the space. That's for sure.
He used to make me cassette tapes, like of all these different things, like all these different bands and different type of moods. And do you remember you used to make me some cassette tapes? Do you
Oh,
remember?
yeah. All my theme type of tapes.
Yeah, that was.
You have his exercise mix, his cooking mix.
No, he used to give me some cool stuff, some stuff I didn't know, and it's always cool. It's when I used to have a cassette player in my car. That was about 10, 12 years ago. Now that was probably like 2012 when we were
At
playing.
least, yeah. I still have cassette tapes. I played them in my man cave.
Well, I got rid of my my little minivan 2 years ago or so, 2.5 years ago, and then that went my cassette tape player. And now I will not get a car if it doesn't have a CD player in it. I'm an old-fashioned dude, man.
I still have the cassette adapter that goes in. And you can
Old school.
plug your phone into it.
I still like to read the things, and everybody has everything on just digital, and that's fine. It's great.
LPs.
Yeah, but I'm old-fashioned. I have a freaking 2,000 CDs and DVDs and all this stuff, and I like my my material stuff. You can read all the liner notes and all that kind of stuff. It's awesome. So this is Bobby Locke. He works at City Field. Are you a Mets fan, Tony?
I am a huge Met fan, actually. And we do not have high expectations this year.
And that's when they usually do well. When you don't
Yes,
have-
that's when they're going to do well.
It's usually the month of April they
you get
do
a
well,
good,
and then that's
spring,
it.
spring training.
Actually, it's funny because I'm going down to Florida, and on Thursday I'm playing the Funky Biscuit with Ira, who Bobby Locke, very well.
Oh, yeah.
And then the next day I'm going to Roger Dean Stadium in Jupiter, Florida, and the Mets are playing the Miami Marlins.
Very nice. Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep.
That's good. And you have a little better access to the players there, too. You get autographs or whatever.
Oh, well.
Down at spring
I'm not
training.
really an autograph dude, but, a picture dude, though. Like if Pete Alonso says, hey, that guy looks cool over there, I'll take a picture with him. Then I'll take a picture with Pete Alonso.
Very nice.
Hey, it's
Okay, guys, I'm enjoying the show, and I'm looking forward to the show in May.
That's
Awesome.
great.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Tell your friends. Tell your grandmother. Tell your great grandmother.
I'll tell everyone.
Thank you, Bobby.
All right, take
for
care.
calling,
We'll
Bobby.
talk to you soon. Bye bye.
Talk to you. Bye-bye.
It's like this is your life going
You're a
on
popular
here.
guy. Well, it looks like the time flew.
Oh,
Look at
this
that.
is it.
That's
We're at
it.
the.
So we got a little sign-off song to do.
Oh yeah, there's got to be one more. Yeah.
Yeah, there's got to be something else.
You're talking about Tommy. You guys did
Happy
Tommy
trails
with John Entwistle once, didn't you?
No, I never did it with John.
Oh, but you played with him.
Well, Godfrey did.
No, we hung with him. My keyboard player, Chris Clark, was in the John Entwistle band.
Oh, okay.
We knew John Entwistle. We used to hang with him, and we used to drink with him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we
Wow.
did. We really did. One time, we got pretty south. He was a really John Entwistle. Speaking of the Who,
Yeah.
I'm glad I got to be like he knew us by name, and we got to hang out with him a lot in the last 3 years of his life.
Wow.
That's when I got to know him through Godfrey Townsend, and Godfrey used to tell me when he was going to be in town, so it would be all right for me to go and hang. And so I was like, hell yeah! I was a Who freak when I was growing up. I was a Who freak. I loved the Ox. I loved John Entwistle, and then we met him, and I remember saying to him, "You're a really nice guy," and he went, "Why not?" That's what he said. Why not? Oh, and I told him, and this was years ago. I said, "Hey, we're gonna play the whole Tommy album," and he looked at me and went, "Why?" That's what why? I said, "No, who?"
It became an Abbott and Costello routine.
Yeah.
When? Where?
But no, John Entwistle. God, we miss him. He had some physical stuff going on, and he made a mistake. And he was around people that enabled him. Basically, it's ultimately when people do things like it's their own fault. But if you get enablers, temptation, he went for it, and it took him out.
Yeah.
Play something? I don't care. To go bye bye. I don't know.
Another Who thing, I guess, maybe would be a good thing, or no?
Sure. No.
No.
Do you know Mobile? Yeah. Here we go. That's a good one. I'm going home. I am going home. Go home. I'm going mobile. Me don't wanna find a home, and you'll see how it feels going mobile. Keep me moving. I can pull up on the road. I can make it on the going mobile. I can walk in any street and talk with people that we meet when I'm mobile. Keep me moving. Here we go. the city, it's all the same to me. When I'm driving free, the world's my home. When I'm mobile, play the tick machine, play the toast and tea. When I'm mobile, and I can lay in bed, it's only homies ahead. When I'm mobile, keep me moving over 50. Keep me grooving. Hippie gypsy. You got something for me, Tom? Come on. Keep me moving, 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 yeah. Moving, yeah. Mobile, 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 mobile. I don't care about pollution. I'm an air-conditioned gypsy. And that's my solution. Watch the police and the tax man miss me. I'm mobile. Mobile, 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 yeah. Through.
Very nice.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Kenny, for coming in. It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
Once again, May 17th at the Space Theater in Westbury.
And
Wondrous.
my voice will be better. I'm not going to drink a vanilla shake before I sing that.
And I promise I'll be stoned. I really will be.
Hey, dude, man.
Hey, man.
You know any new writers?
Panama Red. We're done.
Okay. I guess that's it.
That's it. Signing off. Thanks
Good night,
again,
everybody.
guys.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you around.
We'll see you soon.